$1,000 credit at closing. Rent-to-own options available. Learn more at aeroplanesks.com. That's AEROPLAINS Year-end clearance on the last 2 homes. $5,000 discount or a $5,000 credit at closing. Rent-to-own options available. Learn more at aeroplanesks.com.
Today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe for repairs that aren't tire-related. Our automotive station mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford, and North Night Salina. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe for repairs that aren't
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and KINA Sports. Trojan basketball is on the air. This is Countdown to Tip-Off for Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
Good afternoon and welcome into Tournament Week. It's brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. We are at the Sterling Invitational Tournament, and today we will have boys and girls action for you featuring the Southeast of Saline Trojans. My name is Devin Haney along with Kevin Lilly and Brian Dennett. We will bring you first the boys game, scheduled to start here in just a couple of minutes at Sterling College as Southeast of Saline takes on the Hugoton Eagles. Then later tonight, 7:30. We'll be back on the air here on Salina Post and also on KINA for the Southeast of Saline girls as they come into the tournament, the number 1 seed, and they will face off against the Hutch Trinity Lady Celtics. But right now in this afternoon matinee game, it is a boys-only contest. Southeast of Saline taking on the Hugoton Eagles. Hugoton comes in the number 2 seed at 7-3 overall. Southeast of Saline comes in the 7 seed at 3-8 overall. The Trojans coming off of a 50-53 loss last-second fashion against Clay Center. Last week on Friday, Clay Center gets the victory 53-50. Taryn Potacek 17 points, Adam Teal 15 points, Hendricks Lund 10 points for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. And Kevin, we look back at that game, and it's one of those games that just kind of hits you in the ribs, right? I mean, you're competitive all night long, down by 2 at the end of third, down by 3 at halftime, up by 5 at the end of the first. And then down at the end of the stretch there, Clay Center able to hit a three-pointer. It was their only three-pointer in the second half of action to get the win, 53-50.
Yeah, I mean, it is a gut punch because, we did a lot of really, really good things in that game, and you felt like we're kind of turning the corner and we're going to be able to stack some wins on top of each other. We'd won 2 games in a row and had some good momentum going into that game, and things didn't work out down the stretch for us like we would have liked. But you've got to turn the page, and now you're at the midseason tournament, and there's a bunch of good teams here to be able to kind of continue some of that momentum and get this tournament started in the right direction with a win. First round games already in the books here as they started at 3 o'clock today at the Sterling Invitational Tournament. On the girls' side of things, over at the high school gym, Hugoton, the number 2 seed, was able to roll over Kingman 53-22, the victory there. Hugoton will roll on to the winner's side of the bracket. They will get the winner of Sterling and Lions. Kingman will go to the left-hand side of the bracket. They will get the loser of that Sterling Lions game coming up on Thursday. Here on the boys' side, it was Scott City and Lions. It was a pretty good game all the way through. Scott City pulled away at the end and won by double digits. Scott City, the 5 seed coming into this tournament, now at 500 an even record for the first time this season. Scott City goes to the winner's side of the bracket. They will get the winner of Sterling and Kingman coming up on Thursday. Lions bounces to the backside. They will get the loser of that game. Southeast of Saline and Hugoton on the other side of the bracket. The winner of Hugoton and Southeast of Saline will get the winner of Smoky Valley and Hutch Trinity coming up on Thursday. If you're familiar with this tournament and the way it kind of rolled out through the previous years, it was a change in the format last year. Instead of Monday, Tuesday, break on Wednesday, and then games on Thursday, Friday, this tournament now is a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday format tournament. I think with maybe the
expected, unexpected. We'll still see where we're at in the next 24 hours of the winter weather that's supposed to come in this weekend. I think we're fortunate this is one of those tournaments that doesn't have games scheduled on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's great weather today to get down here, but like you said, there's some weather coming, and it could get nasty.
Let's go over your starting lineups for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. They will start Kane Sawyers. He will be in the starting lineup. He is a 6'2" sophomore, averaging 3.5 points a game, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Also, Hendricks Lund, a 6' sophomore, 7.5 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, and an assist per contest. Isaiah Kerr, a 6' senior, leads the team, 14.5 points a game, also almost 4 assists and 3.5 rebounds per contest. Adam Teal is the leading rebounder, 6'3" senior, 13 points a game, also 8 rebounds. He also has accumulated 20 blocks on the season through the first 11 games. Southeast of Salina under the direction of Francis Flax. They will come in here assisted also by Trent Douglas and Joe Ross. For the Hugoton Eagles, a familiar face there, the former athletic director at Southeast of Saline, C.J. Korf back at the realm. He's the head coach once again for the Hugoton Eagles, and they come in 7-3 on the season. They will start Gavin Salazar. Salazar's a beast. He's 5'8" senior. He averages 10.5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds. He leads the team in assists and also steals. David Gomez, a 6' junior, also in the starting lineup for the Hugoton Eagles, 5 points a game for him. Miguel Hernandez, a 6'1" senior, 10.5 points a game, also 2 rebounds. Adrian Adigan, a 6' sophomore, 8.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. Then Cameron Rosas, a 6'4" junior, the leading scorer and leading rebounder. Rosas gets 11.5 points, also 9 rebounds a game for the 7-3 Hugoton Eagles, who are coming off of a loss. They had a makeup game. They had their game scratched because of weather out in western Kansas on Friday. They were able to play it on Saturday, lost to Goodland by 1 single point, 57-58. This is a tough Hugoton team that plays a tough schedule. Kevin, your new image audio, keys to success here for Southeast.
I think offensively it's just getting the ball downhill, penetrating and kick and, trying to get it into the bigs and if they feel the double team, kicking it out to our open shooters.
Southeast starting out here, they are the lower seed, so they are the visiting team sitting to the left of the scorers table. They're wearing their purple jerseys. Hugoton, and they're mostly whites trimmed in red and blue. The Eagles playing defense here at Southeast of Saline won the tip. Glad you could join us here on Salina Post. Mid-season tournament action brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Here's Sawyers with the ball down on the left block. Turns, trying to get it off the window, and it's too strong and no good. Eagles come back the other way. Immediately into the paint. Hugoton with a kick out. They'll shoot the 3. It is up and it is rattling off no good. Loose ball, and a foul will be called here. That will be called on the rebound, it believes. It was kind of a late whistle. I believe they're going to get Isaiah Kerr for the first foul of the game. So Kerr with the first foul of this contest.
They're saying it was a shooting foul?
I guess. I thought it was on the rebound. I guess maybe they're thinking he was going back up with it. I don't know. Adigan will go to the free throw line. His first free throw is up off the heel, no good. Francis Flax wanting clarification on that. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
This Hugoton team shoots 58% from the free throw line on the season. Second free throw also rolling off for Adigan. Rebound Southeast of Saline. Speeding up the left-hand sideline is Hendricks Lund. Now to Tiernan Potacek. Little head and shoulder fake. Potacek now on the drive. Gets to the left-hand side. He will draw the foul now on Adigan. And Tiernan Potacek will go to the free throw stripe. Potacek gets the first foul on the Eagles here. Talked about their schedule briefly there in the abbreviated pregame that we had. And boy, you look at this schedule. I mentioned they lost to Goodland by 1 point, did Hugoton, on Saturday in a makeup game. Their other 2 losses on their way to a 7-3 record have been to Salina Central and Manhattan.
Yeah.
So it kind of tells you the schedule that they play throughout the season. Potacek gets the free throw, and Southeast of Saline is off to a 1-0 lead in an early free throw shooting contest. Hugoton dealing with full court pressure from Southeast, and a layup by Gavin Salazar down the right-hand side. 2-1 now. Hugoton leading by 1. Full court pressure both ways. Potacek lost the ball out of bounds. It squirts out over on the far sideline after he came across the timeline, and it'll be awarded here with Southeast of Saline. It will stay on their offensive end.
And for us, like right there, we tried to run a little 3/4 court press, and we had 2 guys not communicating, 2 guys going to the ball, and we leave a guy open on the backside.
Potacek with him, middle of the floor. Goes between his legs, now plays it to Kerr. They keep swinging it over to Hendricks Lund. Little pick and roll action to Teal. Teal has to pop out, get the pass, toes on the three-point line. Now back over to Potacek. Lob pass inside to Teal. He goes to work, back to the basket, back out to Lund. His three-pointer splashes through Hendricks Lund. It's that inside-outside offensive look we've been talking about seemingly all season long, Kevin, and it works out there for the Trojans.
Yeah, and the thing was we could have given it to our big a couple of different times. We've got a mismatch right now down low, I feel. So we just got to exploit that a little bit.
Hugoton on a long jumper. That's no good. Teal comes in, gets the rebound once again for the purple guys. 4-2, southeast of Saline. They have a three-pointer and a free throw on the board thus far. Here's Lund driving to the free throw line. Kicking it out now. Teal will try a three. It's up and good. Adam Teal. Back-to-back threes by southeast of Saline. They lead it by 5.
And I know it's early, Devin, but to me it feels like our spacing is a lot better than it has been, too. I mean, we're spaced out and we're able to find those open shooters.
Battle for the rebound. Gets a little nasty. Kane Sawyers comes in and cleans it up for southeast. Trojans leading here early by 5. Here's Potacek with it. Little stutter step. Top of the key, turns the corner, off the window, net hung up, but it doesn't matter. Potacek's going to score, and that's going to prompt a Hugoton timeout. Tiernan Potacek with 3 early on, along with Lund and also Adam Teal, and that prompts a 30-second timeout. I want to thank Salina Fence Company for helping sponsor Southeast of Saline Trojan Athletics, along with Sage Products. It's the home field advantage and home court advantage. Wherever you go, you remember back at home at Southeast of Saline, we have products from Sage. If you want the same type of products for your office or home, just get on sageselects.com, and you can order it up directly from their website. This time of year, speaking of the weather on the weekend, maybe coming up, I want to stock up on that ice melt at Sage Products. They have triple thread ice melt. That is the best ice melt I've ever seen in my life, and it is available at Sage. Gabe and the guys, they stock a lot of it down there. They never run out like some stores do, so stock up on that ice melt. And let's hope we don't use it.
Absolutely.
I am anti-winter all the way around. I think we know that by now. 9-2 our score. Southeast off to a good start here. They have a 7-point lead. See what Hugoton does here out of the timeout. Still early on, 5:28 left to go. Here's a take to the rim. And the objective there for Hugoton to attack that rim as they were coming up empty on their jump shots early on. Miguel Hernandez all the way to the cup, made the finger roll. He was also fouled and will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play.
And the thing is Devin, is Kane's got to come over and take that charge. He doesn't need to block that shot. He's going downhill so hard. If he just steps in there, he takes that charge, we go the other way.
Foul is on Kane Sawyers. His first free throw up and good for Hernandez. Miguel Fajardo comes in for Hugoton off the bench. 9-5 now. Hugoton with that three-point play. Sawyers passed up a wide-open layup, went across the paint to Teal, and now Teal bumped out of bounds. See if they call it a shooting foul or not. This is one of those gray areas. They're going to call the foul on Hugoton. Teal down low, they're going to say it's an inbounds play.
But that's more of a shooting foul than the last one. That's what makes no sense.
Yep. 2 team fouls now on Hugoton. Hendricks Lund, spin move, gets in the paint, plays it back out to Sawyers. Now Potacek. Potacek wants to drive left-hand side. Little reverse spin. We've seen him do that a couple of times over the last few games. Now an open three. Tiernan pulls the trigger, hits the side of the backboard. Teal with the putback is fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. Adam Teal very active on both ends of the floor here early on. So Adam will get 2 free throws coming up. The foul for Hugoton is on Fajardo.
Yeah, I was just telling you, Devin, I didn't have it on him. I had it on 24. I didn't think 10 was even in the area.
First one missed, second one made by Adam Teal. Hugoton back the other way now on offense. 4:44 left to play here in this first quarter of action. 10-5, southeast of Saline. Up top with the basketball, Salazar. Now he'll step just to the top of the key and hit the three. Salazar with 5 for Hugoton. He is an impressive little guard. He is one of the motors that makes this Hugoton team run on both ends of the floor. He has 5 points here early on. 10-7, southeast of Saline. Potacek with it. Inside to Teal, has it stripped away from the defender behind him. Now here comes Hugoton coming the other way. First turnover of the game for southeast of Saline. Underneath, working his way to the cup, up and in is Cameron Rojas. His first 2. Rosas now with his first bucket. 10-10. Boy, look at that Hugoton defense get after it. They are impressive when they play defense. They've been that way ever since Southeast of Saline has been running into them over the last 10 or so years. Here's a steal now. Southeast of Saline with back-to-back turnovers.
Right there, you just like to see Hendricks continue to go, but take care of that ball. He doesn't need to stutter step there.
Here's a foul on the floor called against Southeast of Saline. It will be their 4th team foul, and it's called on Tiernan Potacek. For Tiernan, it is his first. Tristan Swank, Lyric Lilly set to check in for Southeast of Saline. They will give the first rest of the afternoon to Kane Sawyers and also Hendrick Lund. Southeast now at the limit of fouls, 3:37 left to go here in the first quarter. 10-10 is our score. Here's the drive. Maybe a little traveling violation there at the end of that dribble. They'll kick it out and hit the three. Adrian Adigan, his first points of the afternoon. 13-10, Hugoton with the lead.
And you can tell Hugoton took that time out, and you know, everything is coming off of their defense. They've really ratcheted it up.
Potacek with a finger roll scoop shot. 5 points now for TP as he went to the cup on the left-hand side. Most everything that he's doing in this game, they're trying to force him left.
Yeah.
That's fortunate for Tiernan Potacek being a southpaw. He's getting right to the cup.
And they're being really aggressive on him. Every pump fake that he's given them, they've jumped at.
There's a drive now by Hugoton and a foul that will be called. Isai Gerardo will go to the free throw line. Took it right into the Southeast defense that time, and the foul on Tristan Swank is his first. So Guardado will go to the free throw line and shoot two. Try to extend this Hugoton 1-point lead. Free throw is up and it's too strong. .256 left to go here in the first. Second free throw on the way, and it is good. Hugoton here in the early going, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Southeast of Saline is 2 of 4. 14-12 Eagles. Here's a pass up the floor. Swank, he saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Adam Teal, who's ready to score. 6 points early on for Teal. We're tied at 14.
And the pressure hasn't affected us that much. You know, we've been able to get some really, really good looks.
Reverse layup off the feed. That's a pretty play for Hugoton. David Gomez able to score down low. Now he run away by Lyric Lilly. Missed the left-handed layup. Swank there to put it back in. Tristan Swank. Almost a pass off the glass for Lyric Lilly. Left it to Swank, who was wide open.
It was like one of those off the backboard. He expected him to come up and dunk it, but, you know, just took the easy two.
Love it. 16 all. Now a scoop shot by Hugoton. That is going to count. And also an and one coming up. Isai Guardado to the free throw line to try to complete his three-point play. The foul on Swank is his second. A couple of different substitutions here for Hugoton back into the game. Cameron Rosas. Also, Kane Sawyers will replace Swank with those 2 fouls. Miguel Fajardo out for Hugoton. Guys trying to keep each other fresh, and that's a task in all of itself when you're playing 3 games in a week.
Yeah.
You want to be careful your first day not to empty the gas tank. Of course, everybody has tomorrow off to be back in action and play back-to-back on Thursday and Friday. Kerr in the backcourt, stuck. Potacek comes to help him out. Now Lilly. 2 minutes left to go in the first. Lilly lost the basketball, taken away by Hugoton. They want to race up the floor. Adigan lost it, trying to save it off the baseline, and they're going to keep it here with Hugoton. 3 turnovers for Southeast of Saline here in the early going. It's a 3-point Hugoton lead. 1:53 left to go, opening quarter. Hugoton gets it in. Gomez, he'll get to the middle of the paint. Little baby hook, up and good. David Gomez with 4 points. Now Kerr has it stolen away. A pass from Potacek to Kerr taken away, and it's a runaway layup. Gomez again. All of a sudden, he has a half a dozen and 4 turnovers for SES.
And if you're SES, I think right here you've got to take a timeout at some point in time. Calm down, right? They've climbed back into it. Just a matter of calming down and figuring out what we're doing.
Here's Teal wide open down low. Lilly will find him, and Adam rises up and scores again. Good first quarter here for Adam Teal, keeping Southeast of Saline afloat. He has 8. Here's a 3-pointer now. That is rolling in. Guardado with a 3. He has been a spark off the bench for this Hugoton team. 7 points for Guardado. 1 minute left to go. Here in the first quarter, 26-18. Lyric Lilly, little scoop shot, won't go down. Rolls off after it went all the way around the rim. Second chance opportunity put up, that's no good. And now Hugoton will save it off of Patochik. It goes out of bounds, and they will award it to Hugoton. So the Eagles have it. 46 seconds left to go. Should be of note, we are not playing with a shot clock here in this gym.
Now, is there a reason? I mean, it's
I've
here.
not found out yet. I'm guessing, this is an uneducated guess, that maybe they don't have it over at the high school yet.
Okay.
So they're just even playing field because there will be girls' games in here later in the week.
Gotcha.
Here's Adigan, little stutter step. Tries to get to the cup, blocked and taken away by Southeast of Saline. Trying to lead Adam Teal up the floor, and another turnover for SES. That is their 5th of the quarter. 16 seconds left to go here before the end of the first. 26-18. 6 different Eagles have scored so far in this first quarter. They will have the last chance at it here. Salazar brings it across the stripe. Goes to the right. Now a jumper in the corner. That is up, and it's an air ball. Lilly with the rebound. 3 seconds left, trying to get up the floor. Sawyers has it. He'll throw it up from half court, and it's no good. And that is the end of a high-scoring first quarter to play. 26-18 our score. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action for you. It is Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. It's midweek tournament time. And it's brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Aeroplanes Townhomes in South Salina. Brand new 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home with over 1,500 square feet and 2-car garage for just $229,000. Every new home with Aeroplanes comes with sod landscaping and sprinkler system. You're in clearance on the last 2 homes. $5,000 discount or a $5,000 credit at closing. Rent-to-own options available. Learn more at aeroplanesks.com. That's AEROPLAINSKS.com.
There's no better feeling than leaving the stadium with a win, unless you score by leaving the car lot with a great deal. That's how it feels to buy a vehicle at SalinaUsedCars.com. Dozens of late model vehicles that have been fully inspected and are backed by warranty. Cash is accepted or financing for all credit levels. Whether you need a car, truck, SUV, crossover, or van, SalinaUsedCars.com has them all. Get the winning feeling of a great deal at one of 2 locations or shop 24/7 at SalinaUsedCars.com.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Midseason tournament time brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here at Sterling. Second quarter of the boys contest. Hugoton leading Southeast of Saline 26-18. Hugoton's biggest lead is 8. That's where they sit right now. Southeast of Saline actually had a 7-point lead, and that was a big swing in that first quarter, Kev.
Yeah, I mean, they took the time out, and for Hugoton, they just kind of got some things figured out, and they went to that press, and it started to bother us a little bit to speed us up, but we just need to calm down and get back to what we were doing.
Turnover to start the quarter for the Eagles. Southeast of Saline will get it back. Trojans need a basket here. Patochik gets into the free throw line space. Now back out to Teal. Teal will flip it to Tiernan Patochik. Those two in the same area. Now they will get their spacing. Patochik comes back around to the top of the circle. Lilly has it now, looking in, wants a lob pass into Teal, and he's being held down on the block over there on the right-hand side. Cameron Rosas with the hold. Patochik set to inbounds. He'll dump it in to Hendricks Lund. Lund had it knocked away out of the passing lane. Lilly gets inside, dumps it off on the drive, and it's going to be cashed in once again. Adam Teal, who's in double digits with 10.
And that's what Lyric can do. You know, he's got really good court vision and all that. So if he's not turning the ball over, he's finding somebody.
Hugoton getting to the cup off the drive. This is going to be Gomez once again. And boy, he finished the first quarter strong, had 6 points in that quarter. Now with 8 and a chance to add another one on the free throw here against Southeast of Saline.
And they're not screening for him. He's just breaking us down. Our perimeter defense just has not been very good on him.
Second foul on Kane Sawyers. Free throw rolls in for Gomez. 9 points for David Gomez. 29-20. Biggest lead of the game so far for Hugoton. There's a kick out. Teal to the weak side. Goes to Lilly, now back through to Teal, top of the circle. There's a drive along the baseline. Potacek got a big bump there, no call. Now he gets it back to Teal. Adam pulls up from 15, no good from the right wing. Here comes Hugoton, back the other way. Adigan has it. He'll play it into the corner to Gomez. Now back, skip pass over the top of everything. Goes to Guardado. Guardado open over there. Now Kane Sawyers came out to check him, and I think Kane just took his third foul. And it is Kane Sawyers. So 3 fouls here for Kane, 2 for Tristan Swank. And if you followed along with Southeast of Saline basketball this season, you know the depth is just not there. They cannot afford to get into foul trouble.
And this is part of the other problem, too, is when you do get into foul trouble, we don't play enough zone to try to squeeze a few minutes, in a zone defense to try to protect those guys.
Off the inbounds, here's Adigan on the drive, gets to the front of the rim and scores. Went right by Hendricks Lund. Adrian Adigan now with 5. There's a long court pass intended for Teal. He was in coverage, though, and it comes back the other way after the turnover and a foul on Tiernan Potacek that will result in 2 free throws coming up for Hugoton. So Potacek will get his second foul, just as we were talking about potential foul trouble. And a timeout called here by Southeast of Saline. It is a full timeout. We will take it as well. It's a 1-minute timeout. Hugoton with their biggest lead of the night. So far, it's 6:19 left to go here in the second quarter, 31-20. Southeast of Saline trails Hugoton right here on Salina Post.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Sterling College, Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly, Brian Denton providing live stream video here on SalinaPost.com, presented this afternoon by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. We'll attempt to cover all the Southeast of Saline games here from the Sterling Tournament, boys and girls. Also the Sacred Heart Knights and ladies, they are in the Hillsborough Tournament. And if you've looked at that bracket, my goodness, that is
loaded.
So that action starts today. Sacred Heart will actually be taking on Hillsborough's boys and girls. It'll be a back-to-back night with the girls and then the boys, Hillsborough and Sacred Heart from the Hillsborough Tournament here on Salina Post as well. Noah Helget will have the call on those games for you. 6:05 left to go. A couple of free throws made there by Hugoton has ballooned their lead now to a baker's dozen. 33-20 is the score. Hugoton has just tried to keep extending away after trailing here early on by 7 points. Here's Hendricks Lund for 3, splashes through. That's his second one of the afternoon.
And see, that's just not a normal high school shot. I mean, that is a high-level shot there. And those are the things with Hendricks that you want to see more of.
First attempt inside, almost trapped underneath the backboard was Rosas. He's able to get his own rebound and stick it back up and in. 4 points so far for Cameron Rosas. 5.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Swank has it, he'll come around, play it to Lund. Lund a little head and shoulder fake. Now stuck at the right elbow. Big step, though, in the lane. And a soft shot that goes up. No good. Rebound comes down to Hugoton. Rosas with the rebound. He'll get it promptly over to Gomez. Gomez had that spurt there where he scored about 8 points for Hugoton. 35-23 is their score right now. Hugoton inside. Southeast collapses. Now they kick it out. Adigan has it. He'll go all the way to the cup off the glass and score. Adrian Adigan with 7.
And Adigan is just smooth with the ball. He got us, pump fake, got our guy up in the air, just went to the cup and finished.
His dad sitting across the way. His Hugoton ladies got a victory as he's the head coach on the girls' side for Hugoton. There's a shot put up by Potacek that's no good. Kerr saves it, comes off of an eagle and into the hands of Potacek, who saved it from going out of bounds. Good hustle there by Southeast. 4:25 left to go here in the second quarter. Kerr with it. Back out to Lund. Lund a couple of jab steps. He'll launch it and splash it in again. 3 threes for Hendricks Lund. Back to a 11-point Hugoton lead, and another foul on Southeast of Saline. A lot of these fouls for Southeast is Hugoton just forcing the tempo, forcing the pace, and just beating them down the floor.
I mean, we're spectating after the ball goes in. We're not getting back, and I mean they've burned us about 4 or 5 times on that already. And so we've got to start learning some of this on the fly. You know, get back.
Miguel Hernandez at the free throw line missed the first one. That's his first miss from the stripe so far this afternoon. Previous to that, he's 3 of 3. Hendricks Lund on the fouls, his first foul. Once again, Southeast of Saline at the limit here with 4 team fouls. 4:10 left to go, second quarter. 37-26. Now make it a 10-point Hugoton lead as Hernandez makes the second free throw. Lund has it. Now a little skip back near side to Swang. High screen set up for Potacek. He'll spin out of the screen and absorb the contact. And a foul will be called here on Jonas Mock for Hugoton. Potacek that time was trying to split the double team and just had a big bump there for Mock, and Tiernan will go to the free throw line. 1 of 2 so far this afternoon. 5 points all in the first quarter for Tiernan Potacek. 3:57 left to go. First foul on Mock. Second team foul for the Eagles. First free throw by Tiernan Potacek, up and good. Tiernan will get a second look at it here. That's also good. 7 points now for Tiernan Potacek, who's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 3:54 left to go, second quarter. Here comes Hugoton with the basketball. They'll fire it off to the left-hand side now, swing it around, get it to the right, in the hands of Salazar. Salazar tested the defense, ran into one of his teammates. Now they'll peel it back out, get better spacing.
Little 3-2 zone here for Southeast right now.
Hendricks Lund at the top of that. He is flanked by Potacek on one side, Kerr on the other. There's an up and under shot. That's no good. Lund will clean it up on the rebound for Southeast. Now forcing it up the floor. Kerr all the way to the cup, and they're going to call an offensive foul here on Adam Teal, I believe, as there was a Hugoton Eagle who had a chance to come in and stop Kerr, and Hendrick Lund was setting him what is equivalent of a moving screen. That is his first foul. Francis Flax is going to ask for a description of that call.
And the only thing, I'm not saying it's not a foul, but when you box out, you do that when you box out. So I don't know why it's good on one side, but it's not good on the other side.
38-28. Hugoton gets it back. That turnover for Southeast was their 7th of the afternoon. 3 minutes left to go. Hugoton, little inside, outside. He'll end up with Adigan for a 3. That's no good. Hugoton, though, gets their own rebound and a foul for Southeast. Nobody boxing out that time for Southeast of Saline, and it ends up in a foul for Southeast down low, trying to contest the putback. It'll be on Adam Teal, who quickly now has 2 fouls. Got 1 on each end. So to the free throw line, Miguel Hernandez. First free throw up and good. Second free throw on the way, also good. Hernandez making a living at the free throw line so far in this game. He's shot 7 free throws already. Still 2:49 left to go in the first half. Here's Potacek, a high runner off the top of the window, and that's good. 9 points, and you won't see a more high difficulty level shot than that by Tiernan Potacek.
Listen, even if we're playing horse, I can't do it.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
40-30, a young man that understands velocity and geometry.
Yeah, angles, everything. And here's the thing, like the zone has worked a little bit about the last 3 possessions. The only one that didn't really work on is when we didn't rebound.
Yep.
And gave him a second opportunity.
And we talked about this a little bit the other night. It's the byproduct of a zone is you got to find somebody to block out. You don't have a man that you've been guarding standing right there waiting to get boxed out for you. Here's a curl around Swank. Mock went around Tristan that time, but good help side defense there by Southeast, and it's going to end up being Southeast of Saline basketball after a foul on Hugoton. Guardado picks up his second personal foul. 2:04 remaining, still a 10-point game. Hugoton leading 40-30. Teal with it on the left. Swings it around now, Swank. Now to Potacik. Potacik dancing with the dribble, goes right through the defense to Kerr. Kerr's three-pointer, too strong, no good. Rebound backside by Guardado. Here comes Hugoton back the other way. Top of the key, Adigan waiting on it. Fake the shot, now he'll penetrate, kick. Here's a baseline drive, they'll kick it right back out. Open shooter's Guardado, he's gonna put it on the floor though and drive, and they're gonna call a foul up top on Southeast of Saline as Guardado hits the deck. And they're going to call it on Tristan Swank, who I happened to be watching Tristan that time. He was standing straight up, almost with his eyes closed. I'm not saying they were closed, but it was almost like I'm not fouling, I'm playing straight up, and I'm keeping my ground. And the referee on the other side of the goal called that foul, and it's the third on Tristan Swank.
Yeah, I mean, I really thought it was either going to be on Isaiah or Teal. Because Tristan had great position. He was straight up and down, and he just stayed there.
Both the free throws made by Guardado, 9 points for him. Larry Lilly will check in. He will replace Tristan Swank with 3 fouls. 1:31 left to go here in the second quarter. 42-30 is our score. Adam Teal with it as he's bringing it up. And a hand check foul will be called there on Guardado. And that is his third. So Isai Guardado has to go out of the game with 3 fouls. He's been important off their bench. One of their best bench players so far with 9 points. David Gomez also has 9. Potacik out to Lund. Another three-pointer by Hendricks. That one rattles off, no good. Hugoton comes back the other way. 1:14 left to go here before the break. Adigan has it. Into the corner to Mock. Now back out to Adigan. Now Salazar. Salazar had a pass that went right through the legs of one of his teammates. Now back inside. Mock has it. He's going to turn and put it off the window, and good. Jonas Mock has scored his first basket of the game. All 5 Hugoton scorers have now entered the scoring column.
It just seems like Hugoton's got body after body after body that they can just continue to run in, and all are very high skilled.
Potacik got stuck, had the ball knocked away, saved by Southeast. 35 seconds left to play. Again, no shot clock here in this tournament. Lyric Lilly has it. Little back door here to Teal, has to fight it away from Mock. And they're going to call a foul on David Mock. Or excuse me, Jonas Mock. Apologize. And that will be his second. So Adam Teal to the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it is right through the cords. 3 points for Teal here in this quarter, 11 for the game so far. Can make this a 12-point game with the second free throw. It is up and it's good. And he does. Southeast of Saline, 4 of 4 from the free throw line here in this second quarter. 44-32, Hugoton can have the last say at it here. Opening round matchup, Sterling Invitational Tournament here on the guys' side. See who gets to go to the semifinals coming up on Thursday. 10 seconds on the clock. Entry pass in, now backdoor cut. Missed the layup, no good. Southeast has it, 4 left on the clock. Looking for Kerr. Now Kerr has it, he'll have to launch it. And it is off the front of the rim, no good at the end of the half. 44-32 is our score. Hugoton leading Southeast of Saline. When we come back here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report, take a check of numbers from the first half. We'll also look at the brackets and see how they're shaping up so far here early on in the Sterling Invitational Tournaments. That's all coming up when we come back. At halftime, Hugoton leads Southeast of Saline at halftime of the boys contest, 44-32, right here on SalinaPost.com.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn. Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Welcome back. Mid-season tournament coverage brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here at his halftime of the guys' first-round contest. Hugoton in southeast of Saline. Hugoton leading southeast at halftime, 44-32. Let's take a check of numbers from the first half, brought to you by the Bank of Teskett. So far for Hugoton, 12 points for southeast of Saline. 12 points for Adam Teal, 9 points for Tiernan Potacik. Also 9 points for Hendricks Lund on 3 3-pointers, and 2 points for Tristan Swank. For the Hugoton Eagles, all 5 starters have scored so far for Hugoton, and nobody in double digits. They're spreading the scoring out pretty good. David Gomez, 9 points off the bench. Also, Isai Guardado, 9 points off the bench. 8 points for Miguel Hernandez. 7 points for Adrian Adigan. 5 points for Gavin Salazar. 4 points for Cameron Rosas, and 2 points for Jonas Mock. Southeast of Saline, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Hugoton, 11 of 15, as we saw 23 free throws shot in that first half of play. Turnovers not really a problem. Southeast of Saline had a little spell there in the first quarter. After they led by 7, they turned the ball over several times in a row down the floor. They ended up with 5 first quarter turnovers. They hit halftime with 7 turnovers. Hugoton with 2 turnovers in that first half of play. Once again, our halftime score, 44-32. When we look at action so far here in this tournament, on the boys' side, Scott City has advanced to the semifinals on Thursday. They have a 7:30 date with the winner of Kingman and the number 1 seed and number 1 ranked team in Class 2A in the state of Kansas. They're also the defending champions in Class 2A in the state of Kansas in football and basketball, and that's the Sterling Black Bears. So Sterling and Kingman will play later tonight. The winner of that game will get Scott City in the semifinal on Tuesday. Also, the winner of this game will get Smoky Valley and Hutch Trinity. That game is set to tip off immediately after our game here at Sterling College. When we look a couple of blocks away to the east, and on the girls' side of the Sterling High School, Hugoton has punched their ticket into the semifinal. The number 2 seed Lady Eagles will play the winner of Sterling and Lions. They were a victor earlier today over Kingman, 53-22. Scott City and Smoky Valley going on right now at Sterling High School. And then our nightcap will be the number 1 seed, southeast of Saline Lady Trojans, against the 8 seed in Hutch Trinity. That's an update here of your brackets for Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Mid-season tournament week continues on, 44-32, our score right here, as Hugoton leading southeast of Saline. We're about 6 minutes away from the start of the third quarter. We'll step away, take a break. When we come back, we'll have third quarter action from you here from Sterling College as Hugoton leads southeast of Saline by 12 on Salina Post.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Trucks in the field, trucks in the field. Get a better deal with the trucks in the field.
Now is the time for Trucks in the Field at Long MacArthur in Salina. Over 100 trucks in stock.
New Ford Maverick Crew Cabs, just $26,600. New Ford Ranger Crew Cabs, now $6,000 off.
New Ford F-150 4x4, just $44,600 and 0% for 66 months.
Even new Ford Super Duties up to $9,000 off.
Find the trucks in the field and the deals at longmacarthur.com.
Aeroplanes Townhomes in South Salina. Brand new 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home with over 1,500 square feet and 2-car garage for just $229,000. Every new home with Aeroplanes comes with sod landscaping and sprinkler system. You're in clearance on the last 2 homes. $5,000 discount or a $5,000 credit at closing. Rent-to-own options available. Learn more at aeroplanesks.com. That's aeroplansks.com.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie. How can I help you flush today?
I just moved out here. I have no idea how this septic stuff works.
Totally normal. You're used to city sewer, right?
Yep, no idea what I'm doing.
Let me get you Flush the Frog. Call!
On it, Callie.
Flush the freakishly fast frog!
I'll hop right over. Most folks don't realize you've got to pump your tank out at least every 3 to 5 years, sir. Or it backs up fast.
Is that why my toilet's gurgling?
Yep, you've got your own private sewage system now. And if you don't take care of it, well, let's just say it gets messy.
Thanks, Flush. Make sure Callie gives you a kiss when you get back.
Will do, sir.
At Lily Pad Septic, we guarantee to inspect your septic system within 24 hours.
Or your next pump out's free.
If you need a flush in a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
LilyPadSeptic.com.
We'll be there in a splash.
Now, about that kiss.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Just about ready to start third quarter action here from Sterling College. It's the Sterling Invitational Tournament. Hugoton leading Southeast of Saline in this first round game 44-32. It's all brought to you this week. All of our tournament coverage by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Not on KINA currently. There is a Kansas Wesleyan men's game currently on KINA. Tyler Henry with the call on that. But boy, Kevin, we saw an eventful first half of action there. Southeast of Saline sprints out. They have a 7-point lead, but that thing flipped on them pretty quick as they were down by 8 at the end of the first quarter. Then back and forth in the second quarter, Hugoton established as much as a 13-point lead. They lead by 12 here as we get ready to start the third.
Yeah, and we just started the game off so hot, and we're doing a lot of good things. But the thing was, we were kind of our own demise there. You know, yeah, they ratcheted up the pressure on us, and we had a few turnovers, but we stopped. Our spacing got, too narrow. We didn't find people. We took early shots. I think we just need to get back to moving side to side with the ball, inside out, and get some more success going.
Southeast of Saline starts out with the basketball. Petoczek has it. They swing it around. A really main point of focus for Southeast of Saline will be to stay out of foul trouble. They got some foul trouble mounting here. Tiernan Petoczek has his jumper on the left-hand side partially deflected. Hugoton now on a run out will bring it the other way. Here's a drive into the middle of the paint, a dump off down low. Now Hugoton will kick it back out. The Eagles reset, and they'll swing it to the right-hand side. Salazar for three, off the front lip, no good. Battle for the rebound is won by Hugoton. Right down the middle of the paint, and a blocking foul will be called. Isaiah Kerr down low gets the blocking foul, and it's an and one situation here for Hugoton. The foul on Kerr, his second. So to the free throw line for Hugoton, Miguel Hernandez. Try to get the and one situation. Free throw up and good. Hugoton team, I said it earlier, they shoot 58% from the free throw line. They're shooting much better than that here today. This afternoon so far, they're 12 of 16. There's Southeast breaking the pressure. Lund ends up with it in the middle of the paint. His turnaround is an air ball. Now it's a run out for Hugoton. Going back the other way, and a finger roll that is up and good by Cameron Rosas. He has 6. 49-32, strong start to the half for Hugoton.
And that's what Hugoton has done over and over to us, is they've just continued to beat us down the court.
Tiernan Petoczek with another circus shot, high-level difficulty in the paint. 11 points for him as that one goes in. Again. Kicks it out, Salazar, his corner three. Bounces off the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's on the floor, picked up by Petoczek. 6:30 left to go here in the third quarter, just underway in the second half. 49-34. Sawyers down low, muscles his way to the rim and rises up and scores. His first points of the afternoon.
And that's what we've talked. We kind of wanted to see more of from Sawyers. They found him inside. He posted his guy deep. They found him, and he went and got a bucket.
Adigan dumps it off, and a foul on the floor. They're going to call that on the floor. Edgar Calzada was getting the reception that time from Adigan on the kind of drive and the roll there. Both of them going to the basket, and the foul will be called on Hendricks Lund. It's his second. Coach Korf looking at the official, wondering how that was a possibility. I did too, because it was kind of all in one motion past the shot, but somehow they had a momentary pause there to call that foul on the floor.
Momentary pause.
I mean, it's... Hugoton working through their offense here, being extremely patient, which they have been since Southeast went to that zone middle of the second quarter. Here's a shot put up from three land. That's no good. Hendricks Lund with the rebound. Petoczek now sprinting up the floor. Spin move to get to the keyhole right above the free throw line. Now to Lund. Now Kerr has it. Petoczek lost it. Help side defender poked it out. Hugoton now in transition. Adigan fakes a three. He gets to the baseline, and a blocking foul will be called there on Kane Sawyers. It's number 4 on the foul front for Kane.
And I think Kane was good until he brought his hands down, right?
Yep.
That's the whole key is you've got to play with your hands up.
There's a drive to the basket and a foul on Hendricks Lund as he was muscled to the rim that time by Miguel Hernandez. And Hernandez continues his full-time job at the free throw line. He has 8 attempts so far in this game. He is 7 of 8, and he will return back there after the third foul on Hendricks Lund. Free throws up, and it's good. 12 points for Hernandez, and as I said, most of them coming from the stripe. Second free throw attempt on this trip, also good. So Sawyers has 4. Lund and Swank have 3. Kerr, Potachik, Teal all have 2 for Southeast of Saline.
And I think we're getting to the point where we don't have a choice. We're going to have to go to that zone. We're going to have to stay in it.
51-36, Swank with the basketball. Now hands it off to Hendricks Lund. Lund trying to use Swank for a screen out near the three-point line. Now Teal and Potachik on the pick and roll, but Potachik was swarmed that time. That is a beautiful way to defend a pick and roll. Just both guys came off on Potachik, got him in a mean trap that time at the top of the key. And a foul will go against Hugoton here. And it will be against Guardado. It is his 4th. So Guardado in a little bit of foul trouble here. Actually, a lot of foul trouble for Hugoton with 4:57 left to go in the 3rd. Southeast will inbound it. Potachik trying to drive down the right-hand side. Got tied up there by Salazar. Now out for a three-pointer that's up and good by Adam Teal. 15 points for Adam. 51-39. Southeast just hanging around there by about a dozen points. Adigan now will flip it to the opposite corner. Hugoton answers the 3. Salazar with a three-pointer of their own, and now the net hung up. Isaiah Kerr will go up and get it. Make it easy on the official. Avoid any embarrassment or potential injury from ball and rim.
You don't want to be on YouTube like that.
It's a bad week to be on YouTube for officials.
That's right.
54-39 our score. Southeast of Saline has it. And a steal. Adigan out in the passing lane. He's on a 1-on-2 break. He's going to fall down, though, and get to the baseline. They're going to call a foul on Kerr. Boy, even Coach Korf had a look on his face like that is a fortunate call for Hugoton.
He got totally bailed out. He was falling on his own, and Isaiah was just there.
And it's the limit of fouls for the quarter for Southeast of Saline. We're not even halfway through. I think everybody just kind of shook their head on that one. The look on CJ's face, though, I think said it all. Adigan's free throw is up and good. These are bonus free throws. That is his 8th point. First free throw make. He missed 2 back in the first quarter. He's 1 of 3 now. Adigan's second free throw is up and good. And a Hugoton timeout is coming. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside, take it as well. 4:18 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 56-39. Hugoton leads it by 17. It's the Sterling Invitational Tournament presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
No matter what team you support this season, CopyCo has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, Southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and El Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is CopyCo, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there, Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back, Sterling College. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly, Brian Dennett providing live stream video here on SalinaPost.com. It's brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. 56-39, Hugoton leading Southeast of Saline as we approach the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. A little 1-3-1 extended half-court trap here being applied out of the timeout by Hugoton. Nearly got a steal. Kerr along with Gomez was over on the sideline. Went off Gomez, and it will stay here with Southeast. So showing Southeast a little different look here.
Yeah, and the worst thing you can do is pick up your dribble in that situation, right? You got to be able to cut those angles and get the ball to the middle and to the short corners.
Here's a pass that's stolen away. Salazar takes it up the floor to Adigan. Big step through off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound inside, though, by the Eagles. Their stick back is no good, and now Adam Teal will have it for Hugoton. Up the floor, Hendricks Lund. Gave it up to Kerr, now gets it back. His shot, quick trigger. Probably not a great shot. He rushed that one, and it's going to be an air ball. Hugoton brings it back the other way.
You could tell that, Hendricks wanted that shot. He just didn't get everything set and get everything behind it.
56-39, 3:25 left to go here in the third. Deflection by Kerr. Still ends up, though, with Hugoton on the left wing. Now they swing it back over to the right. Salazar will work it to the middle of the floor. Hugoton I've been extremely impressed with their shift of tempo. Depending on what defense Southeast of Saline is, without the shot clock, they don't have a problem just moving the ball around the perimeter, making Southeast play defense here.
And that's kind of one of those championship caliber teams too, is when you can play multiple ways and you can find ways to win multiple ways, you're going to win a lot of games.
Ends up with a mid-lane jumper on the left-hand side. Gomez rises up, knocks it down. He's in double digits now for the Eagles with 11. 58-39. Bullet pass, Lund, down low to Teal. He'll play it back out, Patacic. Patacic bumped on the drive, puts a shot up. We'll see if he gets it off in time to earn free throws. And they're going to say foul on the floor. So the foul on Salazar is his first. And Southeast of Saline will inbound underneath their own basket. Talked about the schedule the Hugoton plays. 7-3 record in their losses to Goodland, Salina Central, and Manhattan. They're still hanging in there in the KBCA rankings in the top 10 in the state of Kansas, coming in this week at number 8. Here's Hendricks Lund with a teardrop shot on the left-hand side off that inbounds pass, up and good. He has 11 now.
And a lot of those schools, all they're doing is just making Hugoton better, right? Yeah, they may not have beat them 6A schools, but they're out there playing them to figure out where they're at.
Inside, outside, and a three-pointer up and good for Miguel Hernandez. It's Hugoton team, too. You can see on any given night, it's tough to tell where the points are going to come from.
They've just got a variety. It doesn't matter. They're starting 5, the next 5. It seems like everybody's got the talent to score.
61-41. Here's Patacic getting inside again. His two-point shot and deep in the lane is up and good. Baker's dozen for Tiernan. 61-43. 1:49 left to go here in the third. Here's a pass that's mishandled by Hugoton, their first turnover of the second half. Lyric Lilly with it, and he has it taken away. Back the other way. Here's an Eagle that didn't get back on defense, and he's going to make the layup. Cherry picking on the other end, Miguel Hernandez. Hernandez with 18 points here in this game. 63-43. Deep post entry to Teal, has it blocked, taken away. Here comes Hugoton back the other way with 80 seconds left to go in the third. Salazar dumps it off to Mock. Now across the paint we go, a little bump down low, but it doesn't matter. Rosas able to get up and score. 8 points for Cameron Rosas. 65-43. Hugoton continues to build that lead. 1 minute left in the third. Larry Lilly with it. Now top of the circle, Patacic. Patacic will turn. Little step back and then back into the shot. It's up no good. Try to get his own rebound. Hugoton comes away with it. It's a 3-on-1 break. Back to the other end. A lob at the front of the rim, and the layup is good. Cameron Rosas able to go get that one and lay it in on the right-hand side of the window.
And you can just tell right now they're playing with a lot more energy and a lot more effort than we are. It's kind of like we've kind of just rolled over now, and we have accepted our fate instead of just continuing to keep battling.
Here's a deflection by Hugoton. No, they're going to give it to him. Okay. 26 seconds left to go in the third. Adigan back in. He'll replace Salazar. See what the Eagles want to do here to round out the third quarter. Leading by a couple of dozen. 67-43. Right now, Adigan out front of the scorer's table, dribbling, guarded by Patacic. He'll come to the right-hand side and hand it off. Trip Allen into the game for the first time. And now a reaching foul will be called against Adam Teal. Hugoton will get free throws after Teal's third foul of the afternoon.
And Adam is too valuable for us to pick up a foul that far away.
Gomez to the free throw line. First free throw off the front of the rim is no good. .3 on the clock. for Southeast of Saline after a miss or make here on the second attempt by Gomez. It's on the way, and it's going to bounce out. No good. Teal with the rebound. He turns, throws a long outlet up the floor to Potacek. Tiernan all the way to the cup, and a foul. Will not result in free throws, just the third team foul against Hugoton. Southeast of Saline will inbound underneath their own basket, 2.2 seconds left. Foul on Trip Allen is his first.
Tiernan was kind of trying to plead his case there, like, oh, no, I was. Ref said, nope, you were on the ground.
2.2, catch and shoot here for Southeast of Saline. Potacek into Lyric Lilly. He'll launch the long three off the front of the rim, no good, and we are at the end of the third quarter. 67-43 our score. Hugoton in control of this as we go to the fourth and final quarter. Southeast of Saline basketball in midseason tournament week, brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
Back ready for fourth and final quarter action here from the Sterling College Invitational Tournament. First round action entering the fourth. Hugoton leading Southeast of Saline 67-43. Hugoton starts out the quarter with the basketball. Three-pointer on the way, and it is good. Miguel Hernandez leading the way for the Eagles, now has 21 points. Been a good afternoon for him.
Yep.
Hernandez came into this game averaging 10.4 points per game. This game will not hurt that average.
No, it will not.
There's Swank inside trying to bully his way to the rim, and he does so. Missed the first shot, got the second one, and is fouled. Tristan Swank will go to the free throw line. Tristan's been saddled with some foul trouble here in this game, Kevin, but I think we've seen him pick up where we saw him leave off against Clay Center. He did some really nice things against the Tigers on Friday. Just didn't finish some plays, but I think his confidence around the basket and around the rim is growing.
Yeah, I mean, and it's, you know, for me, and for Southeast, it's a good thing to see because it just gives us that added depth, you know, like that drive right there. He puts it on the ground. There's not a lot of bigs that can put it on the ground in that situation.
Yeah, again, sometimes, too, we lose focus of how young this squad really is. Tristan, just a sophomore, did not play varsity-level basketball last year. Here's a three-pointer in the corner. Trip Allen, that one's going to miss off the front of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds, and the official, in efforts to not make more steps, will keep it here with Hugoton.
Okay.
It's kind of that 50-50 call. It's like, do I really want to run back to the other end right now? No, not really.
Nope.
Here's a three-pointer on the right-hand side. That is no good for Hugoton. They get their own rebound once again. 1 minute into this fourth quarter, 70-44 is our score. Here's a drive and a pass on the opposite side of the lane. That was a pretty play. It's Cameron Rosas able to take the pass, cash it in off the window, and now he has 12 points.
Yeah, and part of the problem there is, you know, three of our guys go with that one guy and just leave us so vulnerable inside.
There's Isaiah Kerr knifing to the basket for his first basket of the game. 72-46 our score. Kerr playing defense over on that far side as we view it behind the scorers table here at Sterling College. We will move over to the high school for the girls' game later this evening. Now a foul inside on Tristan Swank. Will be his fourth. And Tristan just kind of there.
Yep.
be Adrian Adigan to the free throw line. Chance for him to score 2 here at the stripe. First free throw is on its way, and it's good. Adigan, 3 of 5 now from the free throw line. That puts him in double digits with 10. Has been a universal team effort here this afternoon for the Eagles. Free throw up and good. And knowing how Hugoton operates and the schedule they like to keep, boy, you know they would love to get off of this side of the bracket and go play Sterling for a championship coming up on Friday.
Yep. Well, like we talked, even for us, like our Sterling tournament is not over yet.
Nope.
And, you know, we thought that if we could come here and get a couple of wins, that's still in front of us.
Yeah, anytime I think you cash out of a tournament, you're 2-1.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. That first standard 18 bracket, that first game will make or break your future fate. You'll either go to the winner's side or the consolation side. There's a three-pointer that's up and good, and it's still Miguel Hernandez doing damage. He has 24 points now for Hugoton, and a timeout has been called. 5:36 left to go here in the fourth quarter, and it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. I want to remind you, Southeast of Saline basketball is brought to you by Salina Fence Company. Also by the Kniper Agency of Farmers Insurance and Salina Ortho. 77-48 our score here. As I said, we will migrate to the east to the high school where we will have Southeast of Saline girls action tonight. It's scheduled for a 7:30 tip. Last time I looked, they were pretty much on schedule over at the high school. Southeast of Saline comes in the #1 seed in the tournament, and they will take on an 0-10 Hutch Trinity Lady Celtic squad. So a chance for Shauna Smith and her girls to get a game in before they punch their ticket to the winner's side of the bracket.
And the thing is these early games are so important for those higher seeds to be able to put that game away early and let some of those younger girls play, to where then, you know, that wear and tear on those legs are still there. You know, they've still got some miles left the next couple of days.
Lady Trojans played maybe one of their most complete games on Friday in a double-digit victory over Clay Center. Here's a pass inside. Potacek laces it inside to Lyric Lilly, who was down on the post. Lyric able to get the basket and the foul, and he will step to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play.
And right there, Lyric just went from a pin down, right? Got the guy on his backside and just reversed in and went up and got a bucket.
Free throw off the back of the rim. Nearly saved by Adam Teal, but it will go to Hugoton as we'll work it back the other way. 77-50. 5:20 left to go here in this one. Again, that girls game is scheduled for a 7:30 tip later today. Here's Adigan, corner 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound on the backside here by Hugoton. Rosas down low. Made a pass inside to a cutter, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds and then turned over for Hugoton, which is only their 4th turnover of the afternoon.
You're going to win a lot of games with the athleticism that they have, and you don't turn the ball over. And I mean, that's a recipe for success.
77-50.
And I'll be honest, we haven't played bad today.
No.
We really haven't. I mean, Hugoton is just that good.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, big long bench, a lot of possibilities to go to. Everybody a threat to score, as we talked about. It's a good basketball team. The smallest school in Class 4A.
Yep.
But continually, they somehow find their way to the tournament. They were bouncing back and forth, kind of across that line every 2 years from 3A to 4A. This year they are in 4A basketball. And they are the smallest school in Class 4A. So maybe back to a state tournament for CJ Korf and the guys. Girls always a threat too. Manuel Adigan does such a good job with them. 4:20 left to play. And they're going to call a moving screen on Southeast of Saline as Adam Teal collects his 4th foul. 2nd turnover of the half for Southeast. This is also 2 schools when you look at the map of the Hugoton tournament. Hugoton is the furthest west located. Southeast of Saline the furthest east. So kind of a halfway meeting point for them. Hugoton right down the side of the lane goes Mock. missed the shot. Putback was no good. It was blocked by Southeast, but Hugoton keeps it off the loose ball. There's a three-pointer. That is no good. Teal with the rebound. He's bumped out of bounds, and the foul will be called here against the Eagles. We'll go against Miguel Fajardo. His second foul. Fourth team foul here against Hugoton. 3:43 left to go. 77-50. Swank with the basketball. He's going to get into the lane. A little up and under, though. Nowhere to go. Now he's going to step through, and a shot no good. And it's brought back the other way. Again, I like it.
Yep.
Couple little pointers there. Maybe try to finish with the left hand.
Yep.
And that's a beautiful move.
Well, and the thing is if you kick it out and you can get it right back, you're in really, really good position to start over.
Isaiah Kerr with a diving steal as he goes on the deck. Lyric Lilly tried to pass it across to Potacek, and it's turned back over the other way. Hugoton with it. Mock into the paint on the right-hand side. Rises up, shoots. That's no good. Rebound off a couple of Southeast players and out of bounds. It will stay here with Hugoton on their offensive end. 3:04 left to play. We'll have a quick post game here for you, as space is always at a premium come tournament time. Hugoton trying to inbound underneath their own basket. They do so with 3 minutes left to go here in the game. Josh Burrows holding the basketball on the left. Now they get rid of it. Salazar dumps it into Mock. Back out for a shot that is no good. Rebound, though, down low. And it's going to score down, and it's taken up by Tyson Keller, who has checked into the game. Keller out there along with Edgar Calzada, Kane Sawyers, Hendricks Lund, and Lyric Lilly. Sawyers posting up inside. Southeast turns it over, trying to get it to him. And now a collision underneath the basket, a blocking foul on Keller. Salazar went colliding into Tyson Keller there, and a blocking foul will be whistled. Keller's first. Team foul number 3. Salazar got the layup to go in, putting him in double digits now, free throw waiting. 5 different Hugoton players in double digits. Then you also have Guardado with 9. Free throw missed here. Calzada picks it up for Southeast of Saline. 2:22 left to go here in the fourth. Sawyers with it, middle of the floor. Now back out to the right to Calzada. Tried to split the defense on the double team. Fell down and lost the basketball. 5 turnovers in the half now for Southeast. 2 minutes left to play.
But we've been stuck at that 50-point mark for quite some time now.
Yep. Looks like Hugoton just going to run some clock, run some offense here. Salazar launches a 3. That's no good. Mock picks it up in the middle of the paint, rises up and scores. Jonas Mock with 4. 1:35 left to play. Lund inside, stepping through on a defender and scores. Hendricks Lund with 13 points. 81-52. And a substitution timeout called here by Hugoton. So once they inbound the ball here, we should be back to running clock with 1:21 left to go. 81-52, Hugoton leading. First round action here at the Sterling Tournament. Both these teams will be back to compete on Thursday. And then their third game coming up on Friday. Blocking foul, Calzada. Be a baseline inbounds here. Clock inside of a minute now and running.
And you know, these younger kids, they don't get a whole lot of time throughout the season. So, you know, even though Southeast is getting beaten, it's their time. They still want to go out and perform and show Coach Flack something as well.
Yes, sir. 40 seconds left to go. Here comes Southeast back the other way. Hendricks Lund has it. And now a foul will be called. We'll send Tyson Keller to the free throw line as the clock continues to run. Keller's first free throw is off the mark, no good. See if he can get this one off in time. And he does. So Keller and a free throw puts him in the books, and that is our final score, 81-53. Hugoton will move to 8-3 on the season. They go to the championship side of the bracket, while Southeast of Saline will drop to 3-9 on the season. Look at final scoring for you as we go through the final numbers, brought to you by the Bank of Tesket. In an 81-53 Hugoton victory, leading scorer tonight for Southeast of Saline, Adam Teal with 15, 13 points for Tiernan Potocik, 13 points for Hendricks Lund. Also 4 points for Lyric Lilly, 2 points for Kane Sawyers, 3 points for Tristan Swank, 2 points for Isaiah Kerr. Southeast of Saline in this game shot 8 of 13 from the free throw line, and they also had 12 turnovers. For Hugoton, they were led by Miguel Hernandez, 24 points for him, 12 points for Cameron Rosas, 11 points for David Gomez, 10 points for Gavin Salazar, also 11 points for Adrian Adigan, 4 points for Jonas Malk, and 9 points for Isai Gardado. Hugoton 18 of 26 from the free throw line. They had 5 turnovers in an 81-53 win for Hugoton. Our Vernon Jewelers Gym of the game this afternoon. Let's go with Hendricks Lund. I really like the way he's playing as of late. 13 points here this afternoon. He's kind of that third scorer that we need to keep going here, along with Potocik and Teal. And Hendricks Lund, a baker's dozen, 13 points here this afternoon in an 81-53 victory for Hugoton, who, like I said, will go to the winner's side of the bracket now. Hugoton will await the winner of Smoky Valley and Hutch Trinity. Southeast of Saline will get the loser of that game. Coming up, Southeast of Saline's next game here at the Sterling Invitational Tournament is coming up 4:30 in the afternoon on Thursday here at Sterling College. That'll do it here on SalinaPost.com for our Southeast of Saline boys. Once again, Southeast of Saline's girls coming up for a scheduled game at 7:30. That game will come up immediately after our coverage of Kansas Wesleyan men's basketball on KINA, but we will still have live stream video for you right here on SalinaPost.com, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Final score from Sterling, Hugoton 81, Southeast of Saline 53. For Brian Dennett, Kevin Lilly, my name's Devin Haney saying thank you for joining us for Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. We'll talk to you at about 7:30 later on this evening with Southeast of Saline girls action.